Good morning, Year 4. I hope you all had a lovely half term, relaxed, enjoyed yourself, played lots, and now are ready for your new week of learning. So we're going to work together again today for one of your reading lessons, and we're going to look at the same structure we looked at before half term. And that's when our 3 lessons are based around Derek. Now let's just have a recap of what Derek stands for. The D is decoding words, and that's when we use our phonics and learnt spelling rules to unpick unfamiliar words. E, and this is the one that we're going to be focusing on today, is explaining new vocabulary. Tomorrow we will look at R, retrieving information. Then I, which is interpreting or using our inference skills. And then C, and that's about the choice, thinking about the choices that are made by the author or the illustrator. So as I just mentioned, today we're going to look at explain, and then tomorrow we're going to use the same text, so we're not going to have to learn a new piece of writing to go on to retrieving. So before we read our extract together, I'm just going to have a look at a picture here. Now, other year groups might have used the same picture, and that's okay, because it doesn't matter how old we are, we can still use pictures to help us answer our Derek questioning. So, what does the word perilous mean? Pause the video and have a think. Okay, it's something involving great danger. So in the case of this picture, the perilous seas. Retrieving, remember when I said before, retrieving is the answer is there for you to take from either the text or the picture. So this is an easier one. How many buttons does the man have on his coat? Pause the video. Okay, well done. The answer is, of course, 8. You can go 2, 4, 6, 8, or 4, 8. Why do you think the man is holding on to his hat? Pause the video, please. Okay, my answer is, the perilous sea tells me that the wind is blowing. The man is holding on to his hat to stop it blowing away. I wonder if you've got a similar answer to me. And my final question, how has the illustrator shown that the sea is rough? Please pause the video and answer the question. Okay, I'm going to probably look at the sea, see how tall it is. So I would say the towering waves show us that the sea is rough. We've also got breaking waves here, haven't we, when you start seeing the whites. Okay, Year 4. This text has also been included in your Monday's plan. If you would like to read it yourself before I read it to you, please pause the video and have a look at Monday's plan. If you've already done that, great. I'm going to read it to you. You can follow it along as I read. This is an extract taken from Michael Morpurgo's The Butterfly Lion. I didn't think it would rain, she said, her voice gentler. Lost, are you? I said nothing. She had a dog on a leash at her side, a big dog. There was an ominous in his throat, and his hackles were up all along his back. She smiled. The dog says you're on private property, she went on, pointing her stick at me accusingly. She edged aside my raincoat with the end of her stick. Run away from that school, did you? Well, if it's anything like it used to be, I can't say I blame you. But we can't just stand here in the rain, can we? You'd better come inside. We'll give him some tea, shall we, Jack? Don't you worry about Jack. He's all bark and no bites. Looking at Jack, I found that hard to believe. I don't know why, but I never for one moment thought of running off. I often wondered later why I went with her so readily. I think it was because she expected me to, willed me somehow. I followed the old lady and her dog up to the house, which was huge as my school. It looked as if it had grown out of the ground. There was hardly a brick or stone or tile to be seen. The entire building was smothered in red creeper, and there was a dozen ivy-clad chimneys sprouting skyward from the roof. We sat down close to the stove in a vast vaulted kitchen. The kitchen's always the warmest place, she said, opening the oven door. We'll have you dry in no time. Okay, Year 4, because today's lesson is Explain, I would like you in a moment to pause the video. You're going to look through the text and you're going to find which words are unfamiliar to you. Now today I want you to do something slightly different to last week. I want you to find 2 sets of words, just like we would do when we're doing our Talk for Writing English. You're going to find red words, and they're words that you had no idea what they meant, you hadn't even heard them before, and that's okay. And then I want you to find orange words. Orange words are words that you think you know what they mean, you've heard it before, but you're not entirely sure. Okay, if you don't have an orange or red pen, that's okay. You can just either circle them or highlight them. Okay, please pause the video. Right, well done, Year 4. I'm going to share my next screen with you. I've gone through some of the vocab that I think you might have highlighted as an example. Now here, my orange words are words that I've heard of before, but I'm not entirely sure of their meaning. So I've got leash, private property, accusingly, down here, willed, and entire. And then red words, I really don't think I've heard them before, and I definitely don't know what they mean. Ominous, hackles, smothered, and ivy-clad chimneys. Your task today. So once you've looked through your extracts and identified words that you feel are unfamiliar, you're going to use a dictionary or online dictionary, and I've included that link in your plan today to find the definitions. Now, you can either write the words and the definition underneath it, or you could write the words, find out what it means, and then draw a picture. Okay, so you can either write the meaning or draw and show me what the word means. Once you finish your task today, press play and you can go on to my next screen. My next screen will take you through some of the unfamiliar words, so that if there were more words in the text that you were unsure of, I found out the meanings for you. So pause, do your task, and then press play. Okay, let's have a look at some of the meanings. Leash is a line for leading or controlling an animal. I normally call this a lead. We've got ominous, a sign of something that might happen, which is bad, ominous storm coming in. Hackles. Now they're the hairs along the back and neck, especially of a dog, that can be made to stand up. Property, something that is owned, and in the sense of this text, the property is a building that is owned. Accusingly. Do you remember she prodded the stick accusingly, and that was to blame for wrongdoing. So she was indicating the boy or the girl had done something wrong. Willed, a desire to do something. Entire, whole or complete. Smothered, to cover something thickly. So right now my garden is smothered in snow. And ivy-clad is being covered in ivy, and ivy is a type of plant. So the chimney was covered in a plant called ivy. Okay, well done Year 4 today for all your hard work, and I look forward to you joining my lesson tomorrow. Have a good day, Year 4.